Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie hangout. The Obi-Wan Kenobi series is here. That's the topic of this video. But before I jump into it, if you go on over, click subscribe, comment, like, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm reading this article here from Variety. Variety is somewhat accurate. Sometimes they post articles that it's like misinformation from the movie studios, but for the most part, it's pretty good. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi gets May premiere date at Disney Plus. So this is going to be a Disney Plus release. Disney is trying to boost the number of subscribers to their streaming service. They're going to pull back even more from movie theaters, which is really unfortunate. But I guess a positive with having a series is that you can do 30-minute episodes or hour-long episodes. You can get a lot more story into a series, kind of like what they did with The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. As far as the quality is concerned, I don't know if it's going to be there, but it's potential. There's really good potential because they got Ewan McGregor, and he's a fantastic actor. If they would have had someone else play Obi-Wan, I think that this series would be maybe like a D- quality, but since you actually have him, he's the actual younger version of that character from the prequels, episodes 1, 2, and 3. I think that this might not be so bad. Obi-Wan Kenobi has finally received a May premiere date at Disney Plus. And no, it's not May 4th. See, I almost said it. I almost said May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I think that would have been a better idea, but they're not going with that. The Ewan McGregor-led live-action Star Wars series will debut May 25th on the Disney-owned streaming service. Disney CEO Bob Chapek, I can barely even say his name, announced on the company's earnings call Wednesday. May 25th is also the 45th anniversary of the release of Star Wars A New Hope. So that's cool. It makes you wonder what they're going to release on the 50th anniversary, but we'll see. Obi-Wan Kenobi is set 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, where Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice, Anakin Skywalker, who returned to the dark side as evil Sith Lord Vader. McGregor reprises his role as Obi-Wan alongside Anakin himself, Hayden Christensen. That's cool, so Hayden's going to be back. The series also stars Moses Ingram, Joel Egerton's good, Bonnie Picey, I don't want to mispronounce that name, and then a bunch of other people here. The series is executive produced by Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, see that right there? That's the Achilles heel right there in the whole thing. Kathleen Kennedy. A lot of people don't know this, but I might do a video just on Kathleen Kennedy, kind of like her career, because a lot of people don't know anything about her really, other than they just don't like what she does now. But Kathleen Kennedy started out working for Steven Spielberg's production company, Amblin Entertainment. And if you look at her IMDb, she has a really impressive body of work. She worked on E.T., she worked on Schindler's List, she worked on Saving Private Ryan, all the movies that Steven Spielberg has done since the late 1970s, like 1980. But she was not the reason why those films are amazing. She basically sat in the conference room and was just part of the conversation, but she was not the brain behind the whole thing. She was not the creative spirit behind the whole thing. And she's really leveraged herself and played the political Hollywood game to be able to be in charge of Star Wars now. And now that's why Star Wars looks great, aesthetically for the most part, but story-wise, it is so filled with ideology that it's almost unwatchable at times. The much anticipated Obi-Wan Kenobi premiere date news comes on the heels of Disney Plus revealing Wednesday it ended 2021 with 129.8 million paying customers worldwide, gaining 11.8 million for the quarter ended. That tally blew past expectations. I think they have a lot of subscribers in India. I think that's where a lot of those new subscribers came from, because America is pretty much tapped out at this point. As analysts on average had forecast net adds of 7.3 million for the period. Overall, Walt Disney Company reported revenue of 21.82 billion and adjusted earnings per share of 1.06 for the period, the company's first quarter of fiscal 2022. That handily beat analysts' consensus estimates of 18.36 billion. And here's the newly released Obi-Wan Kenobi below. This is their official poster right here. I think it looks great. He's on Tatooine. You got the double sun behind him here, you can kind of see. And it looks like he's got a lightsaber in his hand, and he's walking through the desert. Looks like he's walking through the Sierra Desert on another planet. Again, Disney Star Wars looks great. It really, really does. But if you grew up where Lucasfilm was its own separate entity, and they came out with a Star Wars film every 10 years, as soon as you heard that John Williams music, it was magic, because it was like you were gonna see the cultural event for the decade, if not the generation. But now there's just so much content that they're putting out that it's just you're just blasted over and over again with this stuff. And while it looks great, I think the magic for the most part is gone. But let me know, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be the best of all the Star Wars series and sub-series that Disney's doing? Or do you think that they're going to basically piggyback off of Ewan McGregor's name, off of the Obi-Wan Kenobi character, and they're just going to add all these other characters, and they're going to make this another woke kind of social justice, I guess fable or morality play? Let me know and comment below. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.